I've been talking for the past 45 seconds to y'all. Anyway, let me do my intro. Hello everybody, Master Thieves here, and it's a pleasure to see you again. And back to what I was talking about, it's dark in my living room at the moment, because I have no lights on and it's suddenly gotten cloudy. Yeah, hold on, I gotta answer texts. Oh my gosh. I'm doing job-related things, because, let's face it, I'm not popular on YouTube, and I'm not getting money from this. Hold on. I'm almost there. I forgot what I was writing, and I'm looking right at it, and I can't remember where I was going with this. Okay, yeah, now I remember. This is what it's like texting for me, okay? There we go. No, that's... I hate autocorrect so much, but it's such a necessary thing. There we are. Okay. Business has been handled. Hi guys. I got a plort collector on you. Okay, good. Y'all are getting food. I don't want to step in there. This is the main reason for the plort collector. I don't want to step in here because they're dangerous. Throwing carrots all over the place for no reason. Now, luckily, I happened to put something in the previous episode thing about silos and stuff. So actually, yeah, here. Y'all can keep those. Wait, I happen to actually remember about the silo thing. So I'm perfectly... Oh my gosh. This is... Did my text message go through? Okay, yeah. Alright. Usually if a text pops up on my phone and it doesn't... And I don't see a message review, or preview, it's because it didn't go through. Yeah. Alrighty. Oh my gosh. I gotta get how's the Q-berries doing? Okay, that's going fine. That's going good. I should probably move my Q-berry farm into like the mossy area I have. Oh. I don't know why I keep doing it. I just looked at this. I knew exactly what I was going for. Okay. Internet's up there? Okay, good. I don't want them getting out. I've had so many problems with them already. And actually, as a matter of fact, you guys are getting one too. You make my life difficult. Okay. Alright. But yeah. So I'm a busy person sometimes, and I find that weird, because I don't do anything. And that may sound like a joke to you all. It's not. I don't do much of anything. This isn't because, like, I'm lazy, and yeah, I'm a little lazy. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Alright, that's something I personally have to work on. But it's just because I don't have much reason to go out. Like, at all. So most of my time is spent in my house playing games. In this case, I now actually have something to occupy my time because I record now for y'all. So that at least, you know, that works for me. You know, I got plenty of time to do this at the moment. And I'm probably gonna have to change my recording schedule around when I actually get hired at some place. I didn't actually have to do it all that much when I worked at my previous job, luckily. That was nice. But some of the places that I've applied at are like, they're just open during times I record. And quite frankly, if I have any hope whatsoever of moving out, at this point, I kind of need a full-time job that pays well enough for me to pay rent and food, you know? So, yeah, things are happening in my life, but it's fine. It's all fine. Yeah, actually, yeah. Let me do the thing I was just talking about. I'm gonna move my Qberry farm. Hopefully it'll grow better. Well, no, because if I move it, I'm probably gonna forget that it's where it is. I'm just things are just all over the place. Okay. I'm trying to sort out what I'm talking about, but I'm having difficulties. That's pogo berries. Have I got a pogo? Yeah, I have a pogo berry thing. Yeah, I just saw it actually. It's right by my carrot farm. There we go. The plort collector, I must say, is a godsend. Like, this is amazing. It's so good. I love it. Also, I got yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to start setting up silos though, just because this is a lot of stuff I just have all over the place, and it's getting to a point where it's a bit irritating and wasteful. Not that I don't mind wasting it now, because I just have so much help. Why? I understand you like cuddling, but please stop, you're hurting me. Gosh. I love these little slimes to death. But oh my gosh, they're so dangerous. Can I do something about this? Let's see. Its crops always yield the maximum harvest. Yeah, let's do that. That. Honestly, the scare slime I'm not even gonna bother with. Okay, I think I swear I think I saw some of them actually physically grow while I was looking at it. It's highly unlikely, but it is a possibility. Look at this. This is why I need that to work anyway, just because my pogo fruit supply is ridiculously low, all things considered. It's probably because I'm now feeding 2 different slime pens using it. But you know. This is probably going to be like my longest series for a while. Just for the simple fact that I am, 1, greatly enjoying this, and 2, there's a lot of stuff to find out in this. And I'm just going to do this until I'm content. And I'm not likely to be content for a while. What do I need for a silo? I'm 5 short because I forgot that's why I had the money on me for that. Yeah, that was stupid. Okay, well that means I need stuff. I definitely need one anyway, just because I have pogo fruit on me, or I have an odd onion on me. Oh! I also have to empty out this cabbage. Yeah, I gotta empty out the tapping quartz. Otherwise it's just not gonna take any. Boop! There we go. I got money now. I got money for days. I really like this game though. Like not just for the slimes, but also for like the economy factor. Like I find that incredibly interesting to me. Like really. And it's also like it kind of reminds me of like when I first got into like Minecraft and stuff. And that probably sounds really weird, but it's because when I got into Minecraft, I did servers a lot. I would play around on servers, and they were mostly economy-based servers because I found that incredibly interesting. I still find economy stuff interesting, but I don't get into it anymore because, God, people are morons sometimes. Yes, I know. Really judgmental, I know, but they are, okay? Everyone watching this, not that there's probably many people watching it, but everyone watching this knows, okay? You know. Okay, but either way. But yeah, so the whole economy thing, it's familiar to me and I really enjoy it. Like the price of plorts and stuff, they go up and down depending on what I've sold the most of. And also, you know, like other factors in game that I don't have an influence on. Which is why, like, see, look, pink plorts, they're like the most naturally abundant ones. So they fluctuate a lot, but they mostly go down. The rock ones, not as much, because you need to go to certain areas for that. And also, you know, they don't pop up as often as the pink ones. These are hella expensive because the crystal ones you only find in like molten areas where they would have that much heat. And I love it. Even ones that I don't touch. Like, these prices have actually moved in the course of my recording of this. So it makes sense, and I love that. Like, that just, it's amazing. And I know I'm gushing over this, like, way more than what is, you know, really necessary, but I love it. And quite honestly, I probably should have done some business schooling. Why? No. Stay in there. Goodness. Yeah, but I probably should have gone into like some sort of business schooling at some point or another in my life. But, you know. I didn't. I did go into an animation class at one point, but I didn't get to get very far into it because we happened to move like after about a week that I was in the class. So I didn't really have much of an opportunity. But yeah, it was fun. The teacher was odd. I really liked him, but he was so strange. He had this thing where every so often he would, and it was never planned. You never knew when it was gonna happen. It just did. So sometimes we would just be in the middle of like he'd be talking to us about the folders we would be using and stuff, and then out of nowhere he would just sit straight up and go squirrel and just look off to the side. And it was the funniest thing in the world the first time it happened. Like all the students were like, what? It was great. Oh my gosh. I don't even remember his name. Oh my gosh. I just remember the squirrel thing. It was so funny and just amazing. Oh man. I miss the school that I went to that had that as an option. But yeah, but it was a lot of fun going there and stuff. And I made a lot of friends and everything. Like now I can't even remember their names just because of how I work. I just like, if you're relevant to my life, I'm more likely to remember your name, which is of course I'm pretty sure how most minds work. It's like, look, if you're someone I see often enough, but then at the same time, like people I'd like seen kind of regular. Oh, that's why it's going that fast. Okay. But yeah, but like I had a whole thing I was going for, but the food thing distracted me just now. But yeah, but it's just, you know, how the mind works. But yeah, I kind of miss. I remember my art teacher's name though. I remember her name when I went to that school. And I'm not gonna say it now, just because, you know, even given the fact that, you know, what? Did they die? Did my phosphors die? Okay, you know what? I'm just not gonna mix phosphor with anything anymore. These guys down here have been fine, but I'm thinking that it has something to do with the fact that they're so close to the entrance. I don't know. What do you eat? You eat fruit. Thank goodness. What? That truly makes no sense at all. I'm gonna throw tabby plorts at you. As if I don't have enough of these adorable little creatures.
But yeah, okay. Yeah. As I was saying, though, I remember my art teacher's name, and I'm obviously not going to say that just because, you know, I don't know. Like, okay, granted, I'm not popular now at all. I'm averaging literally 1 view per video. Not my own, mind you. Like, someone does watch this. But yeah, yeah. I remember her. Let's see, I obviously remember, like, teachers from this past year pretty easily. And I probably will remember at least a couple of them for a while to come, just because they were amazing. Like, they were just amazing to me. Yeah. I remember my 4th grade teacher. Like, I still remember her name. That's something I think that not a lot of students kind of get. You know, it's like, at some point or another, these people are actually going to mean a lot to you. They're going to be the only people that actually give a damn at some point or another sometimes. So it's like, you really need to learn that these people actually care. Well, at least some of them actually care. To be perfectly honest, ow! Stop! Your rat is poisoning me. Yeah, but okay, I'm getting into the thing here. But okay, I'm letting it go. I'm letting it go. I promise. I promise. Okay. But yeah. Let's see. Yeah. But yeah, the animation thing. I was actually really looking forward to that because I'd actually previously studied a different form of animation that I think we were going to learn in that particular class. I had previously looked into stop motion animation, which is essentially you take a picture, like you take a series of pictures of an object that you manipulate. And I was actually really good at it and everything, but there weren't classes that this was, you know, a regular thing. Like, you don't have a lot of schools just offering out of nowhere, hey, look, we're gonna learn about stop motion animation. I would have jumped at that given the opportunity. I would have loved the hell out of that. I still would love to do that. And I've been thinking of adding that to the channel at some point or another, but you know, later on. But oh gosh, I was yeah, the stop motion anime. But yeah, that was something cool that I learned, that I remember learning about. And let's see, what's something else I've learned that I really took an interest in? This past year, actually, I learned how to use something called Autodesk Inventor. I don't know how many people really know what that is. But essentially, it's kind of like a 3D modeling program, but people use it more for like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna mess this up so bad talking about this, but they use it more for like, blueprinting, you know, like designing tools and stuff, and 3D printing. That's a program you can use to get into 3D printing, which is something also that I really want to get into, and I could probably use to my advantage to figure out stop motion animation or something. But either way, getting off topic. Yeah, because I have a topic. Well, yeah, I have a topic. It's I'm talking about school stuff, you know, things I've learned in school and all that. But let's see, what's something else? I mentioned art class. Even though I'm not artistically talented, like with the visual arts and stuff, like in the case of drawing, sketching, sculpting, all that, I am a fairly decent writer, but I can barely draw a stick figure to save my life, so it's a thing. But yeah, but I loved my art classes because, to be perfectly honest, I can't purchase. Oh my gosh. Yeah, but to be perfectly honest, the art classes I always took, I've only ever had one bad art teacher.
Like, for some reason, art teachers just to me seem like some of the nicest people in the world. And I know that's not always the case. It's clearly impossible to always be the case because, you know, teachers are people. People are not always good. But the art classes I always took almost always ended up meaning a lot. And it's also where I met a lot of my friends, oddly enough. Well, okay, not a lot of them, but, you know, like some of the ones that I still talk to on a regular basis today, or at least interact with on a regular basis. But, yeah, that was important to me at one point or another, you know. I'm trying to think of like more things I've gotten into over time. Let's see. Oh, don't explode. Ah! I forget I can let them down gently sometimes. But yeah, let's see. I'm like genuinely into this now. Oh, that scared the life out of me. I just got a notification on my laptop. Oh, and I forgot I had Facebook open on the Chrome. Oh, that. Oh, I was like deep into thinking about stuff just then. That got me a little. Oh gosh. Jesus, what was I talking about? Oh. Oh gosh. Shit. What was I talking about? I can't remember now. Oh, I'm gonna have to tell one of my friends about that. They just scared the absolute piss out of me with that. Oh, I think this is one of my friends. We're in the middle of a pool game on Messenger, so that was that got me. Right, back to school stuff. Let's see. There's some other classes I've had that were pretty interesting. I've had a fair few of interesting classes, but I can't think of them now because I'm trying to think of them. Ow! Why? Where does this take me again? I forget. I think this takes me back to the farm, doesn't it? Does it? Oh no, this takes me over to that one island that I completely forgot existed. You know what? I don't think I've ever actually. I'm gonna take a puddle. I'm gonna take a puddle slime. Why not? I can't really make them into a different kind of, you know, slime, but they're adorable. And I don't really need to feed them. They're gonna be probably the easiest ones to maintain. Yeah. Well, let's see. What was I talking about though? Oh yeah, school stuff. I keep forgetting. But I'm trying to think of classes I've had that were interesting. I've had a few interesting language arts classes actually. And oh, I forgot you existed. That sounds really mean in a way. But yeah, I forgot that Gordo? I forgot that one existed. I'm gonna have to come back here. Get some food. Yeah, but let's see. One interesting time, one time in my language arts class. Oh, am I on the wrong way? I feel like I probably just went through. Oh, it was right there. But yeah, one little language arts lesson. We had to do this book project, right? That I don't get why they keep dropping themselves off the edge like that. Ooh. But yeah, one time we had to do this book project. We had to put together presentation slides about it. Oh gosh, I actually almost fell off the edge. I was on my head from the backpack stuff. But I got into it, and I'm really bad at presentations. like, I'm not bad at coming up with stuff as long as I'm prepared and everything. Like, I don't ever have to write out what I'm gonna say. I'm fairly decent with improv now. I wasn't before. It was actually a really difficult thing for me before. But now I can usually come up with something good to say without much trouble. But yeah, we had to do a book project, and I read the book. I read the books, and I actually read the whole series of the book I was actually going to do the project on, because it was really interesting to me. I really loved the book. But I had a bit of an issue. I'm terrible at doing book-based projects. Despite my absolute love of books, I am terrible about doing reports on them and stuff. Always have been. And this led to a very awkward moment where I realized, when we did presentation day, and I realized, oh shit, I'm not ready in any capacity. So here I am doing this, and I'm like, please don't call on me, please give me an extra day. Didn't happen. Like, this was the extra day. I was like, oh my gosh, I need more time, but I can't get any, because this is it. I'm freaking out, and the time this happened, okay, I had like a big old coat. Like, I can't express to you just how large this coat is, okay? Like, I can literally comfortably sit inside it and still zip it up fully. That's how big this coat was, okay? Actually still is, because I still own it, because it's massive, and I'm almost done growing, and there's no way I'm going to grow out of it. It's a really nice coat, though. I love it. But, so I'm like internally freaking out. I'm like stuffed inside my coat, so I'm like, I need to think. What am I gonna do? Oh my gosh. And we get into this moment where I'm like, oh god, he's gonna call my name. And he did. My teacher called my name. We're like, no. And I was this was during a point in school where I was somewhat problematic. Not in that I caused problems for the class or anything. I didn't pay much attention. It wasn't in me to pay attention at the time. And honestly, it's probably it's a massive surprise that I graduated at all, really. But I did. I graduated, and I graduated with a surprising GPA, at least surprising to me. But yeah, but we got it, and I get up there, and I'm like shivering uncontrollably, because one, it's cold in the room, and two, I'm absolutely losing it inside. Like, I cannot possibly think of a worse scenario for me in school. Like that. Well, okay, I could think of a worse thing that's happened that actually literally had me close to tears, but that's besides the point. That was like way earlier on in my school career. But oh my gosh. But I get up there, I have like almost nothing. I did, and the book, I can't remember what it's called, but it was a book that had to do with what it would be like if the caldera, well, not the caldera, but that's what's left over. But if the super volcano in Yellowstone National Park exploded, like it went off, and it was a really good book. And I probably still have the presentation on my flash drive that's around here somewhere. Oh, there it is. It's on my keys. It's because the flash drive is like really important to me. Okay? But yeah, it's on my keys. But either way, but I absolutely loved it so much. I love the book and everything. But I'm terrible at book-based projects. So I get up there. I've got next to nothing to say except for about the Yellowstone National Park's supervolcano. And then I'm trying to get into book details, and I've got nothing. I'm terrible when it comes to talking about things, because I can't talk about something without bringing in bringing up like major points for it because I feel that this is necessary. But we were ordered, but part of the project was that we couldn't say anything about spoilers in the book. Like, we could not spoil any part of the book. That was that was part of the points for the project, was that we could not spoil any part of the book. So I'm like, what do we talk about? And the first thing that popped into mind was the height of the character. That was the first thing that popped into my head. It was like, okay, this is an important part to the character. This is something that he's like really, really kind of about a lot of the time. So I'm like, I'm gonna mention this. But it was with poor execution that I did it. I said, this is the main character's name. You know, he's 16 and short, and there was silence for about 1 or 2 seconds, and then everyone in the class just starts laughing their ass off. I'm like, oh God, what have I done? And even the teacher is laughing and everything, and I'm like, okay, just power through. I get through it and everything, and I said a couple other things that, oh my gosh, that I don't even remember, but for some reason I just have this intense need to cringe at the very thought of. And yeah, that was a thing. That was a whole thing for me. And yeah, let's see. Yeah, and then I get done with it, and I'm still shivering like mad. I'm losing it over here. Okay, so I go and it's like, can I go out in the hallway? And the teacher he's still he's still trying his best to regain his composure and everything. And he's like, yeah, just go on out. I'm like, thank you. And I'm out there. I'm still freaking out. I'm still like, honestly, as much as I was shivering, none of it could have been from the cold anymore, because I had my coat around me at this point. I'm like standing out there, I'm shivering like I'm in the middle of an Antarctic blizzard, okay? That's how nervous and like embarrassed I was from this, okay? And now it doesn't seem all that bad, okay? It was pretty funny, okay? And even some students were like, we should just give him an A just for how funny that was. I'm like, if you would, I would probably cry. But yeah, but I got through that day all right after that, you know. And I was like embarrassed for most of the day though afterward. And yeah, so that happened, and eventually the teacher said it was all right if I did another project on the second book if I wanted to get extra credit and bump the score up a bit. I started reading the book, and I finished it, and then I read the third one, and I finished it, but I didn't get around to the actual project, so, yeah. At least I don't think I did. I don't remember if I did or not. I'm pretty sure I didn't. But yeah, it was a whole thing that day. There is just no way around it. It was a whole thing. Yeah. Yep. But that'd be a lesson to you. Be prepared for your projects. Don't get too into the books themselves. I'm still trying to remember the name of the book. It's like Ashes or something like that, I think. Gosh, I don't know. Either way, I'm over my mark, so if you liked it, hit that like button. If you want to see more, subscribe. And hey, share the video, share it with your friends, share it with your family, share it with that awkward dead silence the first 45 seconds of this that I'm not even going to cut out just because. I might fill it with like music or something, I don't know, just be awkward. Or maybe I'll cover it up with my little intro thing. Not the intro I do, you know, after the actual intro, you know, all the the music and all that. I'll probably cover it up with that. It'll cover like 10 seconds of it, but that's good enough. That's good enough. Yeah, but either way, this is the end of the episode. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye. Stay in school.